Remember the wall-mounted refrigerator that was just at eye level to make a small kitchen feel more spacious? Or the simple yet convenient hand-cranked popcorn maker? These smart, convenient devices were actually ahead of their time, providing superior convenience. But over time, they were replaced by more modern things that weren't necessarily better. Today, join me in exploring 30 classic appliances that deserve a revival because the past sometimes gets it right. Wall-mounted refrigerator. Back then, tiny homes often had to utilize every square millimeter of space, and that's why the wall-mounted refrigerator was an essential solution, turning empty walls into efficient food storage. This appliance didn't demand much, just a few sturdy screws to keep it fixed, but the efficiency it brought was immense, helping to free up valuable floor space in the kitchen. Its eye-level installation made seeing and grabbing food easier than ever, with no need to bend down. The General Electric wall-mounted refrigerator of the 1950s proved just that. With its boxy, elegant design, it seamlessly fit into the kitchen's aesthetic. GE refrigerators often featured stainless steel or enamel finishes in soft colors like white, pastel yellow, or light blue, and some models even had push-button door openers, adding to their surprising futuristic appeal. The empty space underneath not only made sweeping easy, but also simplified interior cleaning much more than traditional freestanding refrigerator models. Though no longer common today, the wall-mounted refrigerator remains a fascinating part of kitchen history, symbolizing an era of bold innovation, leaving us to wonder why such clever ideas aren't revisited. Retractable stovetop. The retractable stovetop was once a stylish and innovative idea for saving space in modern kitchens. These electric cooktops were designed to slide neatly into a drawer when not in use, creating a tidy and uncluttered cooking surface, optimizing countertop space. However, their biggest problem was that the sliding mechanism wasn't always reliable. Over time, the drawers tended to jam, break, or simply wear out, making it impossible to store the cooktop as intended. With today's advancements in durable materials and smooth modern drawer mechanisms, an improved version of the retractable stovetop perhaps deserves another chance to become a stylish and functional addition to compact kitchens. Refrigerator, stove, sink combo. Imagine an appliance that could tackle most basic kitchen needs in one neat package. That was the refrigerator, stove, and sink combo. This was a single unit, combining a refrigerator, stove, and sink all into one compact appliance. While it looked absolutely fantastic, somehow it never really gained widespread popularity, and finding owners was difficult. However, it could be a game changer for tiny apartments, micro homes, or even RV living. Instead of cramming multiple appliances into a cramped space, this all-in-one solution streamlined everything into a single unit, allowing cooking, dishwashing, and food storage to all happen in one spot. Boosting kitchen efficiency, absolutely. It's truly surprising that it wasn't more widely popular, perhaps because its convenience didn't come with modern style as it does today. The salad spinner. Let's remember the salad spinner, a handy kitchen tool designed to dry leafy greens with a bit of effort, helping to remove excess moisture and keep vegetables crisp longer for the perfect salad. Its classic version often featured soft pastel green and vibrant creamy orange, adding a touch of vintage charm to any countertop. The Moulinex salad spinner, launched in the 1970s with its large plastic bowl and colander-like basket inside, is a prime example. The process was incredibly simple. Users placed greens in the basket, covered it, and spun the handle to remove water. The faster you spun, the perfectly drier the lettuce became. What was special was that it turned salad preparation into a family affair, as parents often assigned this task to their children, keeping little hands busy and involved in meal prep. This appliance quickly became a favorite item and an icon, representing the evolution of home appliances designed to simplify daily life. TeleBar. At first glance, it looked like an ordinary wooden cabinet, blending seamlessly with other living room furniture. But the magic happened when you opened it. The TeleBar, the ultimate all-in-one entertainment system of its time, a true centerpiece for any stylish mid-century home. Inside each TeleBar was an entertainment hub fully equipped with everything you needed for a perfect evening of relaxation and socializing. The ingenuity of this device lay in combining three main features into one neat package: a console TV for watching the latest shows, a high-quality sound system for playing favorite records, and most impressively, a built-in bar to keep drinks ready. It was truly a symbol of relaxation and socializing, bringing a perfect lifestyle to stylish mid-century homes. Do you still have any antique home appliances in your home? Tell us about them. Electric can opener. We once struggled with manual can openers, and then the electric can opener appeared, bringing a whole new level of convenience. The first electric can opener was patented in 1931 by Bunker Clancy Company, but it wasn't until 25 years later, in the 1950s, that Walter Hess Bodel and his daughter Elizabeth developed a tabletop stand model, successfully launched in late 1956 under the Utico brand. What was special was that many older models even came with a built-in knife sharpener, adding a whole new level of utility to the appliance and producing a satisfying grinding sound as blades were sharpened. If you had a grandmother or homemaker mother, you'll remember this machine always being readily available on the kitchen counter, silently playing a role in countless family recipes. Colorful refrigerators. Have you noticed that modern home appliances today, especially refrigerators, often come in only three main colors: black, white, or stainless steel, lacking personality and flair? Looking back, we would find a colorful world with vibrant refrigerators and other home appliances, making kitchens lively, stylish, and full of unique personality. Most people remember the iconic bold colors of the 1970s, like burnt orange, mustard yellow, and dark brown, but color options went far beyond that, including soft pastels, deep blues, mint greens, and even vibrant pinks. For example, the crock pot originally came in classic colors like copper, harvest gold, and avocado green. The Norge gas range of the 1950s often appeared in mint green, buttercup yellow, and pale pink. Pastel shades were also very popular for the 1960s Mary Proctor toaster. Even the Tappan Fabulous 400 stove came in turquoise, yellow, and vibrant pink. These colors not only made kitchens lively and stylish, but also expressed the homeowner's unique personality, reminiscing about a more vibrant and free era. Naxon Beanery. Few know that before the famous crock pot, there was an appliance called the Naxon Beanery, the original predecessor of what we now call a slow cooker. Developed by inventor Irving Naxon, this appliance was inspired by his Lithuanian grandmother's hearty kolant bean soup, a dish that required long, slow simmering to bring out its flavors. The Beanery helped recreate traditional slow-cooked dishes with modern convenience, quietly revolutionizing home cooking in the mid-20th century. Naxon filed a patent for this device in 1936 and received the patent in January 1940. By 1971, rival manufacturing acquired Naxon's design and renamed the Beanery the Crockpot in 1972, initially retailing for about $25, a price that remained stable even with inflation. In its initial launch, the Crockpot came in classic 1970s colors like copper, harvest gold, and avocado green, and always included its own recipe book, offering a convenient and time-saving cooking solution for busy families. Vintage cherry pitter. Do you enjoy eating cherries? If so, you surely know the value of a vintage cherry pitter. This kitchen utility dates back to the late 1800s, designed to remove pits from cherries without damaging the fruit. This antique tool was often heavy, ornate, and clamped to a table, operating like a machine with a hand crank that fed cherries through and left their pits behind. It excelled at quickly pitting cherries and was ideal for recipes requiring many cherries that didn't demand perfect intactness, such as pies or jams. Originally made from alloys like cast iron, this heavy tool wouldn't budge once clamped to any suitable countertop. But the durability of classic models couldn't be beaten. Many brands today have recreated them, but perhaps nothing compares to the robustness of the original. It recalls the meticulous kitchen tasks of old and the incredible longevity of tools, a timeless beauty. Gourmet Salad Set. Have you ever seen a kitchen tool that helps you prepare meals while also relieving stress? That's exactly what the Gourmet Salad Set is. Though it may seem strange at first glance, this is an old-fashioned tool consisting of a sturdy wooden block with a shallow bowl-like indentation in the center, just enough to hold a head of lettuce and a corresponding crescent-shaped blade. Using it was quite simple. You just place the lettuce in, use the crescent-shaped knife to chop it with a few rocking motions, creating perfectly bite-sized, crispy lettuce pieces. It worked almost like a mortar and pestle, but instead of crushing, it shredded greens with a sharp edge. This tool was not only uniquely designed to chop lettuce quickly and easily, but also gave you a reason to vent a little frustration while preparing dinner after a long day at work. Among these appliances, which item impressed you the most and would you want back in your kitchen right away? Rotary Egg Beaters. Before electric mixers became widespread, the hand-cranked egg beater was a staple in every kitchen, and we might need them back. These hand-cranked tools made beating eggs, mixing batter, and blending ingredients easy without any power outlets, an incredibly convenient option during power outages or in places without electricity. They were incredibly easy to clean and store, unlike bulky electric mixers. With today's focus on energy efficiency, sustainability, and nostalgic cooking methods, these hand-operated tools offer a practical and eco-friendly option. There's something special about mixing ingredients the old way, feeling the rhythm of the beaters as they create something delicious. Do you still remember the clatter of your home's hand-cranked egg beater? Icebox. Have you ever wondered how people kept food fresh before refrigerators? The answer is the icebox. In the early 20th century, these sturdy wooden cabinets, often metal-lined, relied on large blocks of ice to cool perishables. Ice was delivered right to the door, and homeowners simply placed it in a designated compartment for cool air to circulate and preserve food. While requiring more effort than today's electric refrigerators, iceboxes had an undeniable charm. Their handcrafted wooden exteriors made them not just appliances, but beautiful pieces of furniture that blended seamlessly into early 20th century kitchens. They also operated without electricity, making them a practical choice for remote cabins, off-grid living, or those looking to reduce energy consumption. Today, it evokes simplicity and harmony with nature. Soda siphons. These stylish glass and metal dispensers were not just functional. They added an element of sophistication to any gathering, serving as a staple in home bars and high-end restaurants. With a quick charge from a CO2 cartridge, filtered water transformed into refreshing bubbly soda, ready to be enjoyed on its own or mixed into cocktails and spritzers. Unlike today's bulky soda makers, these soda siphons were compact, easy to store, and beautifully designed. They allowed for easy control over carbonation levels and eliminated the need for single-use plastic bottles, which perfectly aligns with today's sustainability trends. This is a prime example of how style, function, and environmental consciousness existed long before they became trends. Vintage ice crusher. In the 1950s, when cocktail culture was thriving, The classic ice crusher was one of the indispensable accessories in home bars to elevate the drinking experience. Designed in the late 1950s, it transformed standard ice cubes into perfectly crushed ice, ideal for crafting excellent cocktails. Interestingly, while adults used it to make whiskey sours and Tom Collins, children often found joy in using this machine, making any drink a bit more special, like making their own snow cone without the syrup. Although modern refrigerators today have built-in ice crushers, there's something charming about the tactile experience of using this classic tool for its simplicity, efficiency, and mid-century elegance it offered. Portable countertop dishwasher. The mini countertop dishwasher was the perfect solution for those living in small apartments or homes without built-in dishwashers, especially renters, where kitchen modifications weren't an option. Although compact, it was surprisingly efficient and placed right on the kitchen counter, requiring no complex installation or permanent fixture. Just connect it to the faucet, load the dishes, and let it do its work. When finished, simply disconnect and store it away, freeing up valuable countertop space. Despite its compact size, this machine was surprisingly effective at cleaning dishes, saving you from constant hand washing. It was an ideal choice for those who didn't want to constantly hand wash dishes, but also couldn't install a full-sized built-in dishwasher model. Vintage dual-level griddle. If you're a breakfast enthusiast, you'll fall in love with the classic two-tiered griddle, a design to maximize your breakfast efficiency. On the top surface, you could grill a batch of golden, fluffy pancakes, while right below, a built-in drawer allowed you to fry sausages or crisp up bacon. This design made it easy to prepare an entire breakfast in one spot, keeping everything hot and ready to serve at the same time. No more juggling multiple pans on the stove. This was truly a fantastic piece of kitchen history if you still owned one and it still worked. Tappan Fabulous 400. The 1960s saw the advent of the Tappan Fabulous 400, a stylish and innovative electric range that elevated kitchen convenience to a new level. It stood out with its eye-level oven, eliminating the need to bend down. There was also a built-in wooden cutting board that covered the burners when not in use, allowing for ingredient prep right at the cooking spot, reducing clutter and ingredient movement. The cooktop could be pulled out with 4 burners sliding out when needed and stored away when not in use, maximizing countertop space. Many models featured chrome accents, glass oven doors, and pastel color options like turquoise, yellow, and pink, fitting the aesthetic of the time. It was built to last with even oven heating, precise temperature control, and durable construction, making it a highly sought-after collector's item. Snow melting flame gun. Among unique solutions for daily life, the snow melting flame gun, or snow melting flame gun, is a prime example. For those who struggled with heavy snow every winter, this was a classic solution that seemed too good to be true for melting thick layers of snow quickly and efficiently without tiresome shoveling or waiting for the sun. While not a traditional kitchen appliance in the summer, it could double as the ultimate outdoor cooking device, perfect for grilling hot dogs, toasting marshmallows, or even lighting a backyard bonfire in seconds, bringing joy to the whole family. This flame gun recalls the uniqueness and practicality of old inventions, even the unconventional ones, showing how creative people once were in solving everyday problems. Manual coffee grinders. Before the convenience of electric coffee grinders, the manual coffee grinder was a kitchen staple, offering a hands-on experience, a feeling that many coffee lovers still appreciate today. Pour in the beans, feel the resistance, and inhale the fresh aroma. It allowed users complete control over grind size, ensuring that each cup was tailored to their exact preference, from espresso to French press. Without the whir of an electric motor, the process was quiet, making the morning ritual more private and rewarding. One of the most beloved manual grinders was the Dienes coffee grinder, a mid-20th century product by German company PD, notable for its premium materials, a wooden body, cast iron grinding mechanism, and elegant design. They often featured a small wooden drawer underneath to catch freshly ground coffee, both practical and aesthetically pleasing, symbolizing a slower, more intentional way of brewing coffee. Butter churns. The butter churn was an essential item that allowed families to create fresh, rich butter right at home before supermarkets sold packaged butter. It was a slow, rhythmic process. Pour in cream, crank or plunge, and watch the liquid transform into golden butter. Unlike store-bought butters that often contain preservatives or additives, freshly churned butter was pure, customizable, and full of rich, natural flavor. Families could add just the right amount of salt or mix in extra herbs. With today's artisanal food movement and the growing trend for homemade natural foods, the butter churn could easily make a comeback, offering both a sense of nostalgia and culinary creativity, a wonderful way to connect with tradition and enjoy the purest from nature. Rotary dial telephone. Do you still remember the distinctive click-clack sound when dialing on a rotary phone? They were also conversation starters, both literally and figuratively. These sturdy mechanical devices were built to be durable, solid, reliable, and free from glitches or short lifespans. They didn't require frequent upgrades, and dropping one wouldn't result in a shattered screen replacement. The experience of communicating with a rotary phone required users to carefully spin the dial for each number, creating a slow, deliberate pace that made every phone call feel more intentional. Have you ever made a call using a rotary phone? And do you remember who you first called with that machine? Waffle irons with cast iron plates. If you're a fan of waffles that are crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, you'll surely understand why cast iron waffle makers are so special. Cast iron waffle makers deliver superior waffle quality, crisping the edges, creating deep golden pockets, and retaining just the right amount of fluffiness. These machines offer superior heat distribution, ensuring every bite has the perfect balance of crispness and tenderness. They were durable, not wearing out or losing their non-stick coating over time like modern non-stick models. Instead, they naturally seasoned themselves, developing a slippery surface that only got better with use. Furthermore, they didn't use synthetic coatings, making them a favorite choice for those who preferred chemical-free cooking. Do you remember the taste of waffles made from a cast iron machine? Clothes wringer washers. Consider the wringer washing machine. In the days before automatic washing machines, doing laundry was a laborious but memorable task. Though they might look outdated, these manual machines not only cleaned clothes, but also gave users an upper body workout. They had a tub for washing and a hand-cranked wringer to squeeze out excess water. They were capable of operating without electricity and used much less water than traditional washing machines. Unlike modern washing machines with sophisticated electronic components, wringer washers were entirely mechanical. No circuits to short, no digital screens to malfunction. Toaster ovens with flip-down doors. Unlike today's sleek digital toasters, old-fashioned flip-door toaster ovens kept things simple and were extremely durable, often lasting for decades without breaking down. With manual knobs and straightforward designs, these sturdy appliances were built for reliable toasting, broiling, and reheating food without complication. The flip-door design allowed for easy access, and the uncomplicated controls meant you didn't need a manual just to toast bread or warm up leftovers. They did one thing well: reliably toasted bread, broiled and reheated food without complication. Popcorn makers with hand cranks. The hand crank popcorn maker was the optimal way to make a fresh, hot batch of popcorn for cozy movie nights. We could completely control the popping process, ensuring fluffy, perfectly popped kernels with minimal burning. With a simple turn of the handle, the kernels were constantly agitated, preventing hot spots. Children and adults alike enjoyed the rhythmic motion of cranking the handle, eagerly anticipating the first pops. Moreover, it allowed for complete customization of flavor, whether you preferred classic butter and salt, a caramel drizzle, or a sprinkle of cheese. It evoked a family atmosphere, cozy movie nights, and the simplicity of small joys. Standalone ice cream makers. In many people's memories, summers were once intertwined with the image of the whole family gathered around a freestanding ice cream maker, transforming simple ingredients into fresh, creamy ice cream, and especially turning the process into a fun family activity. The freestanding ice cream maker turned simple ingredients into fresh, creamy ice cream, making the process a fun, hands-on family activity that created unforgettable memories. The beauty of these classic machines lay in their simplicity: a metal canister holding the ice cream mixture surrounded by ice and salt to lower the temperature. Then came the steady hand cranking. This method allowed for complete customization, whether it was classic vanilla, a fresh fruit medley, or rich chocolate with your optional mix-ins. For many, churning ice cream was a laborious yet joyful task, where siblings took turns as arms grew tired, only to then share the sweet reward together. Wood-fired cook stoves. Have you ever thought of an appliance so versatile that it not only cooked, but also heated the entire house? That was the wood-burning stove, used for baking bread, boiling water, and even drying clothes on cold days. Their ability to handle multiple cooking tasks simultaneously made them a staple in classic kitchens. Using a wood stove required patience and skill to start and maintain a fire, regulate temperature by adjusting vents, and time cooking appropriately. Their cast iron construction ensured durability that lasted generations. The even, steady heat made these stoves excellent for slow-cooked dishes, imparting a distinctive flavor that modern stoves can hardly match. Ronson Can Opener. You might think, what's so special about a simple can opener? But the Ronson multi-purpose can opener was entirely different. It wasn't just a can opener, it was the Swiss Army knife of kitchen tools, offering far more than just the ability to open a can of tuna. After opening a can, you could swap out attachments to turn it into an egg beater for mixing batter or whipping cream. Need to mash potatoes? Just switch to the mashing function. And if breakfast was on the menu, the Scramble Rambler attachment made scrambling eggs easy. It showcased ingenuity and practicality in old designs, a kitchen masterpiece that simplified many daily tasks. Thor Dishwasher Washing Machine. In the 1940s, when space was most precious, the Thor Dishwasher Washing Machine came into being, a true marvel of efficiency that tackled both laundry and dishwashing in a single appliance. It was the ultimate space-saving solution for households that needed to do everything without sacrificing precious square footage. This ingenious machine could handle a load of laundry with ease. Then, with a quick component change, it transformed into a dishwasher, ready to tackle dirty dishes and wine glasses. No need for two separate appliances taking up valuable space. This was truly the dream of old. Undersink storage cabinets. Do you remember when kitchen cabinets weren't yet a fixture in every home? The advent of undersink storage cabinets in the 1950s marked a major step forward in kitchen design. Before that, sinks were often freestanding farm style without storage space underneath. But the kitchen sink upgrade in 1956 replaced them with neatly organized cabinets and drawers. The Youngstown brand concealed plumbing and added sleek stainless steel drain boards, garbage disposals, and pull-out drawers and shelves. Premium models even included 2 sinks, pull-out cutting boards, and a cutlery drawer, transforming the ordinary sink into an extraordinary piece of furniture. It demonstrated the evolution of kitchen cabinetry and efficient space organization, bringing convenience and tidiness to the kitchen. Cookie press and cake decorator. Have you ever heard of a cookie gun or cake decorating tool? This handy tube-shaped device is used to shape cookie dough into intricate designs like stars, flowers, hearts, and festive shapes like pine trees and wreaths with ease. You simply add the dough, choose a decorative plate or plate with your chosen pattern, and press the dough directly onto the baking sheet. Voila! You have beautiful uniform cookies that look like they were bought in a store but have all the warmth of homemade. The classic versions, often made of metal, boast beautiful retro designs. Many of them include a variety of shaped plates and no batteries, no fuss, just plain old-fashioned. They began to gain popularity in the 1930s and 1940s. Around the same time, baking became a staple in America, especially celebrated during the holiday season for making festive cookies easy to make, becoming a symbol of creativity, precision, and a little bit of home artistry. Each appliance we've just explored together is not just an old item, but a piece of memory, the warm rhythm of life that once existed in every kitchen, every family. They remind us, modern convenience cannot replace the feeling of connection, the ingenuity, and the creative spirit of previous generations. Who knows, there might still be dozens of other forgotten appliances waiting for us to tell their stories. If this video reminded you of the good old days, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next nostalgic journeys. And continue exploring more videos on No Longer Here, where the past is always vivid, emotional, and full of surprises.